Hello Overclockers, my name is Briony and I'm here to talk to you about storage. Storage is probably the least glamorous and exciting of all PC components. It doesn't really look great in pictures, you can't overclock it, and you often only pay attention to it when it goes wrong. However, just because your storage isn't as attractive as RGB fans or as thrilling as a new GPU, that doesn't mean that it's not important. That's why for this video, we've teamed up with WD to help you pick your next upgrade. WD is one of the leading global data storage brands, and the company manufactures some of the best storage devices you can buy thanks to their great performance and incredible reliability. There are loads to choose from here at Overclockers UK, and it doesn't matter if you use your PC or laptop for gaming, streaming, rendering, editing or more, we've got you covered. So let's grab this conveniently placed selection and take a closer look. Right here, I've got a great selection from WD that you can find on the Overclockers website. There are three main types of storage. First up, it's hard drives, which will be represented by this WD Blue 6TB drive. However, WD does offer up to 18TB gold hard drives for enterprise customers. It's incredible how it's possible to store so much data in such a small space. Next up, it's solid state drives, just like this 2TB WD Blue 2.5-inch drive. You can actually get these in a 4TB version also on the WD website. Finally, there are also M.2 drives, just like this WD SN850 Gen 4 NVMe drive. There are many M.2 drives available, but the SN850 is the best of the best when it comes to performance. To keep things simple, they also have three main differences: compatibility, storage size, and speed. So let's take a closer look at each drive, go through over the different features, and rate each drive out of 5 so you can make an informed decision on what storage device is right for your PC. First up is compatibility. So this is how well each drive works with laptops and PCs, new and old. I'm also going to include compatibility with your budget in this section because hardly anyone has an unlimited amount of money to spend on storage. And if you do, why are you watching this video? Go to the Overclockers website and order 10 of everything from WD in our storage section. Hard drives, like our WD Blue drive, are typically 3.5 inches in size, which means it's going to be too big to fit in a laptop and even some small form factor PC cases. However, if you have at least a mid-tower size PC, it's highly likely that you also have space for at least a couple of these drives. You also only need a SATA power and SATA data connector, which you're sure to find in any modern system. When it comes to pricing, hard drives offer excellent value for money. On the Overclockers website right now, you can get this drive for only £170. That's incredible for 6TB of dependable storage. Overall, hard drives are a bit on the chunky side because they are huge and they hold so much data, but they are also super affordable. For me, I'm going to rate this drive a 4 out of 5 for compatibility. Moving on to SSDs, they are smaller at only 2.5 inches in size, super light, and there are no moving parts to worry about. This makes them ideal for laptops, PCs, and even consoles. You can literally stick them anywhere and they'll be happy. This particular drive even comes with a 5-year warranty, and every WD Blue SSD goes through the same extensive compatibility and reliability testing. SSDs only need SATA data and SATA power, so you can easily swap them with existing hard drives or put them into compatible laptops, and you don't really need to worry about what motherboard you have. When it comes to pricing, they are more expensive than hard drives. For example, our 2TB drive costs more than the 6TB hard drives, but there are many other advantages which I'll cover later. It would be a 5 out of 5 for this little drive, but I'm going to knock a star off for the cost, so that's 4 out of 5 stars for compatibility. Finally, let's rate our SN850 Gen 4 NVMe drive for compatibility. Well, clearly it does look very different. It's small, it's sleek, and you can insert this straight into your motherboard. Not just any board though, you'll also need to have a board that supports M.2 drives. This is a Gen 4 NVMe drive as well, so you also need at least an X570, TRX4 or Z590 motherboard. You'll also find that most modern laptops now use M.2 drives, and there are laptops on the market that also support Gen 4 drives. You're going to have to check your specific model, but M.2 drives in general are perfect for laptops. I mean, you only have to look at it, it's tiny. Finally, when it comes to cost, M.2 drives can actually cost about the same as a 2.5-inch drive when it comes to pound per gigabyte. But our SN850 example is a high-end performance-focused drive, which makes it a bit more expensive. Because the SN850 requires specific components to perform to its full potential, I'm going to rate the compatibility for this drive as a 3 out of 5. It's okay, little drive, I'm sure you'll claw it back in the other rounds. Our next round of scoring is for storage size. This is how many files, programs, games, or photos each drive can store. First up, it's the hard drive. Overclockers stock this WD Blue drive in a range of sizes up to 6 terabytes. Hard drives are the masters of storage, and this WD drive will keep large amounts of data safe. This is the cheapest way to store large files, like that Steam library full of games you don't really play. It's also ideal for working with large video and photo files, and to help put things into perspective, 6 terabytes can hold around 60 large AAA games. You can also keep around 150 hours of 4K video footage on this drive, which equates to around 60 movies or 150,000 high-quality raw photos. Overall, our WD Blue hard drive gets a 6 out of 5 for storage size. You just can't beat it when you have lots of stuff you just need to put somewhere. Moving on, our WD Blue SSD is 2 terabytes in size, which means that it provides plenty of space for most users. It's got space for large files and apps that you need fast access to. This makes it great for video or photo files that are part of your current project. Personally, I like to use an SSD to store my favourite large games so they load quickly and don't take up too much space on my boot drive. This 2 terabyte drive will fit around 20 AAA titles, and it's also available in an even larger size from WD, and that's why I'm going to be giving it a 4 out of 5. Now it's time to rate the WD Black SN850 when it comes to size. It might be tiny when it comes to form, but you can put your OS on this drive and still have space for your favourite games, music, photos and movies. The largest capacity of the SN850 is 2 terabytes, but WD has somehow incredibly managed to create 4 terabyte capacity M.2 drives also. I think that the amount you can fit on such a small drive is very impressive, and it's not even revealed its best party trick just yet. We're going to reveal that in the next round. So the SN850, I'm going to award you a 4 out of 5 for storage size. Finally, now it's time to talk about the speed of different types of storage. The read and write speed affects how quickly your PC boots, how fast your files move, and how long you're sat looking at that loading screen. The WD Blue hard drive has an average transfer rate of 180 megabytes a second, which is the slowest of all of our drives. However, don't let this put you off, as hard drives are available in speeds of over 200 megabytes a second. This is still going to be way faster than most internet connections, so you can download large files and games straight onto it without noticing any slowdown. However, when you compare hard drive transfer rates to that of the other storage devices available, I have to score this poor little hard drive an unfortunate 3 out of 5 for overall speed. Moving on to our WD Blue SSD, which does have an advantage. There are no moving parts, which means data can be read and written more efficiently, making it much faster than a hard drive. Instead, the drive uses NAND memory, and this WD Blue drive can transfer data at some excellent speeds thanks to WD's 3D NAND technology, which is also more efficient. This efficiency will improve your laptop battery life, and an SSD is one of the best upgrades you can make to an old PC to help improve its responsiveness and boot time. This WD Blue SSD has an average read and write speed of 545 megabytes a second, which is very close to the limit of this SATA connection. You'll also notice that it's more than twice as fast as a hard drive. Overall, SSDs score a fabulous 4 out of 5 for speed. Finally, I bring you the master of speed. The WD Black SN850 M.2 NVMe drive has no pesky cables to contend with, and because it plugs directly into your motherboard, it's able to transfer data at blisteringly fast speeds. The PCIe Gen 4 technology and WD's expertise mean that the SN850 is able to read data at 7,000 megabytes a second. That is pro-level performance, and this drive is aimed straight at the gaming market. With the SN850, your games will load faster, you'll be in the lobby first, and you'll also have a more responsive and powerful gaming experience. If only the SN850 could also help with my aim. So overall, when it comes to speed, you cannot get better than an M.2 NVMe drive, so that's why I'm scoring this drive a 6 out of 5. Well, it looks like it's a draw and that everyone's a winner. So to sum it all up, all of these storage options are a great choice from WD. They come with up to a 5-year warranty, and I'd certainly trust them with my data. I actually have an SN750 in my rig at home. What storage you choose depends on what you're using your PC or laptop for and how much space you require. Using a combination of different types is often the most sensible route for the majority of people. Overclockers even sell some excellent WD bundles of hard drives and M.2 drives, which means that you can have the best of both worlds. Overall, if you want a huge amount of space for lots of large files and you want to save some money for more exciting RGB lighting, choose a WD Blue hard drive. If you love a little bit of everything, you love a multitasker, or you need a drive that is compatible with many different platforms, get yourself a WD Blue SSD. Or if you want the best performance with great reliability and an incredibly small form factor, get the super fast WD Black SN850 Gen 4 NVMe drive. You can find all of these wonderful drives on the Overclockers website and many more options from WD right now. So check out the links in the description below, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm just gonna take these. I think my PC needs an upgrade.